If you are a Giants fan, be happy. Please be happy. Daniel Jones is gone. Daniel Jones is gone. They actually had the balls to cut somebody. I did not think that was going to happen. I thought he was going to get traded in the offseason, to a team, desperate team. They cut him. And what makes it better is that they didn't have to do it. He came in there himself and said, you know what? Per my request, can you please cut me? I don't want to be quarterback 4. Y'all. I've never seen a quarterback give up on a team like Daniel Jones just did. Within a span of 48 hours, he just gave up on his team. It's Friday. Within a span of 48 hours, he gave up on his team. He thought about that. He said, you know what? I don't need to be here. I don't need to be here. If I'm going to be quarterback 4 and they're paying me QB1 money because I was QB1, why am I here? Now, Daniel Jones, all happy day, he's gone. But now you're stuck with bums. At least Daniel Jones was decent. But still, yeah. This obviously means they're drafting a quarterback in 2025. Get ready for it. Malik Nabers is going to have a partner in crime. That's what we're hearing. This is the second breaking news going along with that. This means that Malik Nabers is going to have a partner in crime, which means the Giants are probably going to take the rest of the season, which means the Giants are probably going to be in the top 5, which means the Browns are probably going to drop out because the Browns are starting to win a little bit more, which means the Panthers probably dropping out too because they okay. New York Giants, you get back on track. That was phase 1 of this tear down rebuild right here. Part 300 for them rebuild. But this was phase 1. Phase 1. Cutting not necessarily the problem, but cutting the core that we knew eventually had to be cut. And that is Daniel Jones being, exiled from the Giants, but not the way that we thought it was going to be. No, we thought he was going to get traded. He got cut. That's even worse. They asked to be cut. Bro was going through it since Sunday. Man was really going through it. You can tell. He was contemplating life. But once again, Daniel Jones is a decent quarterback, solid quarterback. He is far from the main issue there. Far from the main issue. And guys, it's the Mecca. They expect more. The Knicks are all of a sudden good again. I'm a Hawks fan, so all of a sudden good again. So they're expecting more, right? What does this mean for Malik Nabers? This means a lot for Malik Nabers. Whoever the quarterback is, they're going to have to understand right then and there. Malik Nabers is now the franchise player. He is now the franchise player. If he was not before, dang sure is now. He is definitely the Odell Beckham of that team. He is I'm not making comparisons. In no way, form, or fashion will Malik Nabers ever win over the city like OBJ did, but he already won them over, in his era. So OBJ era, Malik Nabers era could go 2 opposite ways. He could win a ring, blah, blah, blah. Hey, at least they got a future, and at least they have a guy they can depend on, right, to carry them there, right? He is now your franchise player. The core of the Giants, you look at that offensive line, Evan Neal, Andrew Thomas, those are your cornerstones, young cornerstones that you build around them in the offensive line. Wide receiver, Malik Nabers, Jalen Hyatt. Those are the 2 guys you need to build around. You have wide receiver 1 and 2 already locked up right there. Wendell Robinson, he's a wide receiver running back hybrid. He's great. Keep him. Needs to be running back 1 in my opinion. If you can go get before they signed him, Chuba Hubbard would have been good on this team. Before the Panthers signed him to an extension, he would have been good on this team. If you can go get a Miles Sanders, I know he's washed up, but hey, fresh scenery could do him well. We know what he did in Philadelphia. A veteran guy that can sit behind a Wendell Robinson and teach him, and be like that running back 2, that third down back. Get a third down pack, Get like a – it's tough. It's tough right now. It's tough to name who would even think about coming to the Giants right there. But I like this move for the Giants. It had to be done. Um, Breaking news early this morning, and I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw it come across my screen. I was in shock. I'm like, they really cut this man, and they gotta pay him, or they gotta take in almost $20 million of dead cap. Giants will be doing. But then you gotta understand something. I would have did the same thing. I would have made the same mistake. Hey, we can shut this contract. It's fine. It's fine. Like I said, am a firm believer in this Giants team as of right now. I wasn't a believer in them when they had Daniel Jones. Now I'm a firm believer in him. Firm believer in this Giants organization. They can draft a quarterback to go in Malik Nabers, Jalen Hyatt, Wan'Dale Robinson, and get protected by Evan Neal, Andrew Thomas, and whoever else is on the offensive line. Get you a tight end. We're talking.